creepypastas. Okay, creepypastas are legendary on the internet. I guarantee you that when you were a kid, if you're like around my age or something, you probably read a lot of creepypastas on the internet. You know, you got Jeff the Killer, you got all the different, you know, ones about famous characters and stuff. Today, we are going to be writing our own creepypastas. Let's just go and get into it, okay? First of all, let's just do like 5 ideas. Crap, nope, there we go. So, a guy leaves his lunch at home. I know that doesn't sound spooky, but we'll make it spooky. One about, we can do a SpongeBob creepypasta, okay? Or like a Christmas one, like we'll take Santa Claus, you know, and we'll make it into a creepypasta, okay? Santa's toy, stop. His toy factory is haunted. Okay. Why do we do a creepypasta? So we got that, a guy leaves his lunch at home. We got a Santa Claus creepypasta. We got SpongeBob creepypasta. Okay. Get another one. I want to do what would be creepy? Okay, what would be creepy? We could do something about like customers at a restaurant. But what would make it creepy? What would make it spooky? A customer that is always there. That, you know, you always see a customer, and then you look and they're gone or something like that. Oh wait, I know. A ghost customer is bullying a server. Bullying a server. See, that would be a cool idea. You know, like, you know, there's like a server and they see this customer and they're arguing with them, and then the other people are like, what are you doing like that? The person's not real. And they're like, there's nobody sitting there. And then they're like, yes there is. What are you talking about? They're right there. They're like, dude, you're going crazy, man. Okay, calm down. Okay, let's see. Customer, bullying a server, creepypasta. Let's just do like 2 or 3 more ideas. Why is it that whenever I try to do this, I always blank on ideas. I always have 10 ideas before, but like now, dude, no. I want to do like something at a restaurant. I want to do something at a restaurant because I work at a restaurant and I know a lot about it. What about something falling into like a hot buffet? Because like the buffet things have like water in them. Or like, oh, I know. So it goes in the cool. Oh, actually, wait. Someone finds a body, a missing body in the food cooler at work. Oh, this is good. Right here, they could be like, what the heck is this? And then they find out that underneath the restaurant is like a secret, like, club or secret cult or something, dude. Holy crap. Okay. Here we go, okay. So now that we have an idea, I'm not really gonna outline it. I think I'm just gonna write it, guys. And I think we're gonna do it from, actually, we should probably do it. Should we do it from 3rd person or 1st person? I don't know. Usually I kind of like writing, I don't know, 1st person feels like, to me, it's a lot easier to write, you know? Because I can just write for the character POV, but like, okay, you know what? I think for this one, I'm going to do, I think it would make the most sense to write from 1st person, because you want to get like the person's like seeing the body, you want to get the person's like feelings and like them freaking out and stuff, so I feel like it would work best if it was from, I feel like it would work best if it was from 1st person point of view. Actually, wait, I want to put the title first. Food cooler body. That's a bad title. Just trust me for now. Okay? How should we start it? The day was like, I rushed around the corner trying to, okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, I think I know what to do. I bursted through the kitchen was packed with people. The kitchen was packed with people running. The kitchen was packed with people, comma, running in a frenzy to get food out. And the kitchen was packed with people. Oh, dang it. I don't know how to start it. I ran past. I ran past the girl. I ran past the grow line. To the warmers in the back of the restaurant. Flinging the door open, I placed a pan of I'll just do French fries. Because this is like a buffet. A pan of pizza. I'm trying to think of shrimp, green beans. Let's just do mac and cheese. Pan of mac and cheese on my cart. I rounded the corner to go outside. To go to the floor when someone stopped in front of me. Okay, when I placed a pan of mac and cheese in my car, I rounded the corner to go to the main. I rounded the corner, and I placed a pan of mac and cheese in my cart. When I rounded the corner, somebody stopped in front of me. It was Carl. One of my managers. Noah. I'll just use my name. Noah. Can you grab some carrots from the cooler? The salad bar is out. Salad bar is out. Sure. Sure. Could you? Sure. While I'm back. Sure. Okay. Wait. Could you take the mac and cheese out for me? Sure. Could you take the mac and cheese out for me too? It's people are wanting it. Okay. Fix that. Carl nodded and took my cart outside. I ventured through the crowd, through the maze of counters and people. I ventured through the crowd of chefs running. I ventured through the crowd of chefs. I can never find the right words for stuff. I ventured to the back of the restaurant. Past the racks, past the dry storage, and the storage to the big cooler that it was kept at a chilling 44 degrees. It was kept at a chilling 44 degrees, and always felt nice compared to the heat, scorching temperatures of the buffet. I walked to the far end of the cooler and squeezed past a rack of ribs to where the produce was located. So let's separate that. Produce was located. Okay, so how much have I written? Probably not that much. Not even, almost a page. How many words? Let's see. Tools, word count. 148 words. Not that much. I'm going to try to make this like maybe 2 or 3 pages. I think maybe 3. I want to try for at least 3 pages. Because that would be pretty cool. If I could write 3 pages on stream in like a short amount of time. I scanned the shelf for the big box of carrots, but didn't see any. But I didn't see any. I looked. I pulled down some. I looked behind the lettuce boxes and stood on a box to check the top shelf where the tomatoes were, but no sign of carrots. Almost 1 page, baby. Didn't take that long. But no sign of carrots. Was it next to the ribs? There was there's a large black trash bag that had something large in it. I poked it and I tried moving it, but it was too heavy. Okay, but it was too heavy. And then what should I write next? The weirdest thing was, okay, I just gotta write this down. Like, I can't worry about like making it. I said I was gonna write a creepypasta. I didn't say I was gonna write a good creepypasta. Okay, guys, that's what I said. I said the title of the video, or what I said at the beginning of this, is that this is going to be a creepypasta. Because that's the thing about creepypasta, is that a lot of them were not the best, were not well written, but they were still good, okay? They were still good. The ones that I wrote about Teen Titans Go were not good ones, dude. I wish I still had that somewhere. It's probably written in, like, one of my, like, freaking hundreds of notebooks that I have scattered around my closet, okay? But let's see, but it was too heavy. It was too heavy. When I looked at it closer, what should I write? But it was too heavy. Oh wait, okay, here, I know what to do. The bag also smelled putrid. Whatever it was, they should have thrown it out a while ago. But the smell was strange. It smelled like something familiar, but also I wanted to open the bag and see what was inside. Carl always told me to never leave, to always seal, to always make sure the food is sealed up, but this thing was clearly spoiled, so I don't think it would matter. I ripped a tiny hole in the bag and felt the inside. It had a rough, but also had a familiar feel to it. It felt like skin. What? I've never felt like skin. animal skin. I ripped a bigger hole in the bag and saw a face. A human face. There was face. A human face. It was a human. This bag. I jumped back. This had to be some nightmare. Was I asleep? I looked. I studied the body again. Was definitely human. I ripped the bag further and put my hands on the chest. There was no pulse. Whoever this person was, they have been dead for a while. Dude, holy crap, dude. This is actually turning out really good. Dude. Holy crap. Holy moly, dude. I'm actually surprised that I'm actually doing this. Okay. We've got almost 1.5 pages so far. How many words? 378. That's quite a bit in such a short amount of time. But I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna try to finish. I'm gonna try to do it 3 pages. I think I can. I don't really know how I'm gonna end this. Maybe I'll end it with the kid like dying. But actually, I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to end it with him. Well, because usually creepypastas have like sad endings. I think so. Or I could end it with the kid killing the boss. Like the boss comes in and then he puts them in the bag and then he puts them in the freezer. But I don't know if I want to do that. That would be a crazy ending. Crazy ending, guys. You won't believe what happened in this story. Okay, let's, whoever this person was, they had been dead for a while. Whoever this person was, they've been dead for a while, but why was their body in the cooler? I must be working for a bunch of serial killers. Maybe this restaurant is a front for something. The cooler door opens and Carl walks in. Okay. Dang it, dude. I don't know how I'm gonna stretch this out. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stretch this out for 3 pages, dude. Because it's like, cooler door opens and Carl walks in. I turn the body over and and look away from it. What's taking so long? It's so long. It's a mad house out there. Nope. Said Carl. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? I said, pointing to the black bag. Okay. Why is there a body in there? Carl flipped over the bag and looked at the face peering up at him. I told you to get carrots. Carrots. You are not supposed to be poking around in other people's business. Hey baby, almost 3 pages. This person is dead. We need to call the cops. You're sick. Carl grabbed my arm. My arm is squeezed it tight. Carl, this stays between me and you. He dragged me out of the cooler and to the... He dragged me out of the cooler and into the maintenance room. He threw me to the ground. I ran past him, but I ran past him, comma, he put a leg out and I face planted on the floor. I grabbed a knife from the closet, pointed it at me. You know too much. I have to take care of you. I have to take care of you. You know too much. He lunged at me with the knife. I dodged him. Oh, so we went. Okay, so he's gonna go. I'm gonna go that, and then dodged him, grabbing. Right, and and punched in the stomach. He wheezed. He groans. He groaned. So he's gonna go this, and then he's gonna like. Aimed for my face. So I delivered a sharp elbow to his mouth. This caused him to stagger backwards into the metal cabinet. He dropped the knife and stabbed Carl in the side. He cried out as blood gushed, as blood soaked his polo shirt. He took a what would it be? Maybe a shovel? Not a shovel. What would be in like a maintenance closet? So he's on polo shirt. He swung at my face. He hit me in the face and my mouth started bleeding. Carl pins me to the squeezed my. Oh, this is turning out so good. Squeeze my neck. It was getting harder to breathe. In a last ditch effort, in a last ditch effort, so how am I gonna do it? So he's like this, he's like, so he'd be like, maybe in his back. I swung in a last ditch effort. Oh crap. At a last ditch effort, I swung knife into his back. Stabbed him many times. He let go and fell to the ground, screaming in agony. put my weight. I got on top of him and kept stabbing his chest and face. He screamed out for me to stop and spare him. What, dude, I want to think of a cool one-liner. Stop and spare him. You're dead meat, buddy. You're a killer. I was like, people like you disgust me. I stabbed him in the chest. The blood came pouring out like a flood. He choked. He gasped, He gasped and tried to get a word out before finally dying. I stood up and looked at the bloody mess that was below me. I killed my boss. How am I going to explain this to anyone? The police will not believe. The police aren't going to believe my story, and I might and will I don't know, probably think I'm crazy. Okay, I'm probably thinking I'm crazy. I can't go back out there because I glance down at my bloody shirt and life and Carl's lifeless body. I put it in maintenance. I put it in the maintenance closet and lock it. I put it in a black trash bag and I drag it to the dumpster out back, where I dump it in and push it be crushed. No. Okay. Now it's time to disappear. Oh, we did it, guys. And it actually ended up being 4 pages. Wow. Now this actually turned out, I'm actually really glad, happy with the process, okay? Like, I wrote a lot more than I did. It's not the best writing because I literally just wrote it in a few minutes, like 30, 40 minutes, but see, final product, how many words is it? 826 words. So that's good for only 30 minutes. That was pretty productive. Well, everybody, it looks like my creepypasta is done. Food Cooler Body. That is the name of this story. Should I read it? Should I read the whole thing out? You know? There's trouble. Maybe I'll read it. Okay, you know, I guess it's time to read it out. Let's read this. Let me do a professional reading, okay? I ran past the grill line to the warmers in the back of the restaurant. Flinging the door open, I placed a pan of mac and cheese on my cart. When I rounded the corner, somebody stopped in front of me. It was Carl, one of my managers. Noah, can you grab some carrots from the cooler? The salad bar is out. Sure. Could you take the mac and cheese out for me too? People want it. Carl nodded and took my cart outside. I ventured to the back of the restaurant, past the dry storage to the big cooler that we had. It was kept at a chilling 44 degrees. It always felt nice compared to the scorching temperatures of the buffet. I walked past it to the far end of the cooler and squeezed past a rack of ribs to where the produce was located. I scanned the shelf for the big box of carrots, but I didn't see any. I looked behind the lettuce boxes and stood on a box to check the top shelf where the tomatoes were, but no sign of carrots. Next to the ribs, there was a large trash bag that had something huge in it. But I tried moving it, but it was too heavy. The bag also smelled putrid. Whatever it was, they should have thrown it out a while ago. But the smell was strange. It smelled like something familiar, but also unknown. Wait. I wanted to open the bag and see what was inside of it. Carl always told me to make sure that the food is sealed up. But this thing was clearly spoiled, so I don't think it would matter. I ripped a tiny hole in the bag and felt inside. It had a familiar feel to it. It felt like skin, but not animal skin. I ripped a bigger hole in the bag and saw a face. A human face. It was a human body in this bag. I jumped back. This had to be a nightmare. Was I asleep? I studied the body again. It was definitely human. I ripped the bag further and put a hand on the chest. There was no pulse. Whoever this person was, they had died a while ago. But why was the body in the cooler? I must be working for a bunch of serial killers. Maybe this restaurant is a front for something. The cooler door opens, and Carl walks in. I turn the body over and look away from it. What's taking so long? It's a madhouse out there, said Carl. What the hell is that? I said, pointing to the black bag. Why is there a body in there? This isn't normal. Carl flipped over the bag and looked at the face peering up at him. I told you to get carrots. You're not supposed to be poking around in other people's business. This person is dead. We need to call the cops. You're sick. Carl grabbed my arm and squeezed it tight. This stays between you and me. He dragged me out of the cooler into the maintenance room. He threw me to the ground. I ran past him. He put out his leg and I face planted onto the floor. Carl grabbed a knife from the closet and pointed it at me. You know too much. I have to take care of you. He lunged at me with the knife. I dodged him and punched him in the stomach. He groaned and aimed for my face. I delivered a sharp elbow to the mouth. This caused him to stagger backwards into the metal cabinet. He dropped the knife. I grabbed it and stabbed Carl on the side. He cried out as blood soaked his polo shirt. He hit me in the face, and my stomach started bleeding. Carl pinned me to the wall, and I squeezed my neck. It was getting harder to breathe. In a last-ditch effort, I swung the knife into his back and stabbed him many times. He let go and fell to the ground, screaming in agony. I got up on top of him and kept stabbing his body and his face. He screamed out for me to stop and spare him. People like you disgust me. I stabbed him in the chest. Blood came pouring out like a flood. He gasped. He tried to get a word out before dying. I stood up and looked at the bloody mess that was below me. I just killed my boss. How am I ever going to explain this to anyone? The police aren't going to believe my story and will probably think I'm crazy. I glanced down at my bloody shirt and then at Carl's lifeless body. I put it in a black trash bag and I drag it to the dumpster out back, where I dump it in and push it and push the button so it could be crushed. Now it's time to disappear. Well, I hope you guys liked that creepy story. This is a fun little experiment and it turned out to be a success. Thanks for watching this spooky video. And please subscribe if you want to. And please, when there's another video, make sure to watch that other video and subscribe. Subscribe and turn on the notifications so you get notified whenever I post video or I post a short or whenever I live stream, okay? And also, if you watch the live stream, thanks.